Je laisse maintenant la parole à Cindy Desouza du Conseil des écoles catholiques du Centre-Est.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Good evening, everyone. My name is Cindy, and I'm a parent of 3 kids in the French Catholic school system. I'd like to start by telling you that when I was in grade 3, my very, very Anglophone parents decided to send me, their very, very Anglophone daughter, to French school. Not French immersion, French school. And I went from day 1 not understanding a single word that anybody said, not the teacher or anybody else, to within a few months feeling completely at ease in French and adopting it as my language like I wanted to, and continued French in my education right through to university. In those days, which was the olden days, a long, long time ago, I won't tell you how old, but a long time ago, my parents weren't involved in my education. And probably the primary reason for that was because they didn't speak the language of the school. They were Anglophone, they sent me to French school, there were no resources available for them to be able to communicate with the school and get support and get involved in their child, my education. Unfortunately, that view still seems to exist a little bit today, thinking that if you don't speak the language of the school, you won't be able to be involved in your child's education. But the fact is the population has changed in Ontario so radically recently that the school boards, the French boards, have had to adapt to that reality. And statistics show that 2/3 in Ontario, 2/3 of Francophone parents are in a couple with someone who does not speak French. 2/3 des francophones, des parents francophones en Ontario sont en couple avec quelqu'un qui ne parle pas le français. And those parents still want to get involved in their child's education. And now they can get involved in their child's education because the French boards have had to adapt. And what they have done from way back in the olden days to now is that they've put in place all kinds of resources to support families who have parents who don't speak French. The reason why they've done that is that they know that in their classrooms, in those French schools, there are tons of students who have one parent at least at home who doesn't speak French. Ils savent dans les écoles françaises qu'il y a beaucoup d'enfants maintenant qui ont au moins un parent, sinon les deux, qui ne parlent pas le français. But that parent would still like to get involved in their kids' education. Ces parents-là qui ne parlent pas la langue de l'école aimeraient quand même s'impliquer dans l'éducation de leur enfant. And getting involved in your child's education is key to their success. Il est essentiel de s'impliquer dans l'éducation de votre enfant. And you have to do that in many ways, and what the school boards have done now is that they've put in place all these resources, anything from help with homework, SOS Devoir, help with homework for kids who go to French school but who have parents who don't speak French. They even have French vocabulary support for parents who would like to be able to help their kids in French school. There's all kinds of information and resources on the school board's websites that can help you. There's even, one of my favorite is a little booklet that's called French School, The Right Choice for My Bilingual Family. And in there, you're going to find all kinds of tricks and hints and little things that you can do to get involved in your child's education, even if you don't speak French. Mes enfants maintenant sont en 6e, 8e, et 11e année. My 3 kids right now are in 6th grade, 8th grade, and 11th grade. And my involvement in the school has had to change over the years as they've gotten older. For my daughter, who's in grade 6, still in elementary school, very easy to get involved with the teacher. And that's one of the first steps you have to do, is let the teacher know who you are. Make sure that the teacher knows your face and that he can call you by name. And when that teacher knows that you're a parent who wants to get involved with your child's education, they will be so willing to help you and to work with you to make sure that your child can succeed in French. Fait que si l'enseignant vous connaît et il vous reconnaît comme parent qui veut vraiment s'impliquer dans l'éducation de vos enfants, il va être prêt à travailler avec vous pour s'assurer du succès de votre enfant. As the kids get older, my 2 older kids in high school, not a lot of opportunity to get involved in the classroom. And even if there was, they wouldn't want you there. They're too embarrassed. So I've changed my involvement in the school. I'm not going to be in the classroom at high school, but what I do now is I sit on school council. Je siège maintenant sur le conseil d'école de mes 2 enfants qui sont en secondaire. And the reason why I do that is, first of all, to get to know what's going on in school, because certainly your teenagers aren't going to tell you, but also so that I can influence the decisions that the school is making. I'm face-to-face with the teachers. I'm face-to-face with the principal. Fait que là, maintenant, quand je siège sur le conseil d'école, je peux donner mon opinion, ce qui me plaît beaucoup parce que j'ai beaucoup d'influence sur les décisions que l'école va prendre. I think that if there's one key message that I'd like to share tonight is for any of you who are hesitating about, should I send my kid to French school? I don't know, I'm not so sure if I can do that because I don't speak French. Don't be intimidated by the situation. It's not what it used to be like in the old days. You're not alone. There are so many parents now that have chosen to send their kids to French school but don't speak French themselves. And as a matter of fact, in my kids' schools, there are many 2 Anglophone parent families that have chosen French school. And because the resources are there around you, you won't be alone, and you'll be able to give that child of yours probably one of the best gifts that you could ever give him for life, and that is the bilingualism that's going to help him right through his life throughout his career. Donc, un message clé que j'aimerais vous passer, c'est pour les familles qui hésitent, qui ne sont pas sûres s'ils pourraient ou ils devraient envoyer leur enfant à l'école française parce qu'il y a au moins un des 2, sinon les 2 parents qui ne parlent pas le français à la maison. Ne soyez pas intimidés par la situation. Vous n'êtes pas seul. There are so many resources. Il y a tellement de ressources maintenant qui sont disponibles pour aider les parents. And if you go to the kiosks at the end, you'll be able to speak to the people and see quite a few of the resources that are available. And le cadeau que vous allez donner à votre enfant, le bilinguisme pour la vie, will help them not only throughout their schooling, but right through to their work and their careers. Donc, je vous souhaite bonne chance dans vos décisions. Merci.